will always have ups and downs. You come into this life struggling to take your first breath. It is a struggle. Birth is a struggle. And from that struggle, you emerge, you breathe, you are suckled, you settle and grow. So from the very first, there is struggle. But from that struggle comes your life, your breath. And as you go through life, there are bound to be struggles. There is bound to be distress, difficulty in one form or another. For some, there may be physical struggle. For others, psychic struggle, mental, emotional struggle. Or you may have a combination. For others, there is spiritual struggle. But there is always this struggle to survive and to move forward. Some people's lives seem to go very easy. Other people's lives, due many times to circumstances beyond their control, are very difficult. Wars, totalitarian governments, abusive families, all of these things make life particularly difficult for some people who are born into this difficult circumstance. And the yogis would say it is your karma, what you are born to, this situation or that. Whether you are born poor in a struggling society where there is war and starvation, or whether you are born in the lap of luxury, wealth, and peaceful society, will depend upon your past actions and what lessons you are here to learn in this life. Divine love is the essence of everything that is. Divine presence, consciousness, existence is the substratum of all creation. Everything is based in this. But in the dance of creation, the mind goes here and there. Actions are done which harm other people. You are harmed by other people. There is so much variation in creation. And your life goes on a pattern. That pattern is your inborn sanskaras and your genetics. For there is a match between inborn sanskara and genetics, so that you will embody in such a way, in such a form, that your reactions to past actions may be played out in this life. So this karma dominates life. And as the research begins to be more subtle, it is shown that in the genetics of an individual, so much of their life is already programmed. But if somebody is going to drop a bomb on their society, that is not programmed, is it? If there is a revolution and it's bloody, that's not programmed in the genetics. But the reaction to the experience is programmed. So for one, they will emotionally respond, overwhelmed. For another, they will keep calm and cool, but they hold it inside like a knot. That is programmed by your sanskaras, which are manifest in your genetics. But the degree to which you are aggressive, the degree to which you are brilliant, the degree to which you are angry, or you take it into yourself and are depressive, are due to your sanskaras, how you respond, and due to your genetics. But then the environment begins to influence. Depending on your environment, you will conform yourself, squeeze yourself into that modality. If you are born in an environment where people's emotional reactions are muted to difficult experiences and to life in general, you will squeeze yourself into that to try to adapt. You may, due to your genetics and your sanskaras, not be able to do it well, and you will feel you're a failure in that society. But in another society where people are very expressive, you would be delighted. But the person who is more introverted and Reserved would, in the vibrant society where everyone is highly emotionally expressive, will have a problem. They will be, oh, what is wrong with that person? They never speak up. They don't participate. But in the other society where people are very reserved, they will fit in very nicely. So these are the dynamics that play into how you respond to life around you, to your circumstances, to the trials and tribulations. But as those here know, with age comes wisdom and the capacity to handle more situations, difficult situations, and take it in stride a little better than you did when you were in your 20s. So there is also the factor of age in how you respond. Circumstances beyond your control happen in your society, in your family, even the physical health of your body. Though you may make every effort to keep the body in good condition, and it will pay off, but still unavoidable illnesses happen. And when it is your destiny to be in one situation or another, it allows for you to grow. Because when you are challenged by life, you have opportunity to develop yourself, to choose which way you will go, this way or that. If something challenging happens in your life, will you become defeated and depressed? Will you become angry and abusive of others? What will be your response? Will you be detached, but to the point of uncaring, or in a helpful way? So, as you go through life, much of life is programmed by your conditioned mind, by your genetics and your sanskaras, so that much of your reaction is conditioned, programmed. But there are the moments where there is opportunity to go beyond your conditioned mind, go beyond your sanskaras and your genetics. When you have real choice, and the more conscious and aware you become, the more you have choices, the more you are present and conscious to actually choose this or that way. And as you age and gain wisdom about life, your choices get better. But sometimes with age also comes timidness. You become a little less willing to be daring. And that, in some situations, can be an impediment. The biology of the brain, the chemistry of the body mind, the genetics play a very big role in your life. And your sanskaras blend with this, and the programming blends with your sanskaras, so that genes are turned on and off depending on your psychic tendencies. And you will manifest your destined sanskaras, your destined way in life. But then you have choice. And for those whose minds are not fully developed in different forms, that choice is made by the Lady Prakriti. But for human beings, that choice is made by the individual entity. You make choices. How you will go about your life, how you will respond. There are those moments when the conditioned mind is freed and you have free choice. What will your choices be? To learn to love, to be whole, to be clear, to be one with the Supreme is the lesson of human life, is the goal of human life. But this can happen in different ways, and choices you make bring you further, bring you closer. But oftentimes those choices are made for you due to your sanskaras, due to the grace of the divine. You know, there is one story which you probably know, that Lord Krishna came to visit an old man. He was a sadhu. He was very poor. He had nothing. Only he had one cow, which he got some milk from. And so he he loved this cow and he enjoyed the milk. But it was his one remaining attachment. And when Lord Krishna came and visited upon this man, he was so delighted Lord has come to him. But then Lord Krishna touched his cow. Cow collapsed and died. Lord Krishna liberated the spirit of the cow. But the man is bereft. His sole attachment, his cow, is gone. What to do? Grace comes in many forms. You may not recognize it when it comes because it stops you from a path that will harm you. But for the moment, it looks like you have destroyed my attachment. You have destroyed what I love. You have destroyed my security, my home, my car, whatever it is. But if you step back, Lord has done you a great favor to remove from you your final attachment. So, in this way, the grace of the Supreme may activate in your life both to create very positive circumstance where it seems like the path before you is just what you want and it opens up, and very negative circumstance where you are blocked from something you want or you feel you need. Both can be the grace of Guru. Now, how to tell whether what is happening is just the play of your sanskaras coming to fruition, or it is the grace of the sublime, or it is just you are a happenstance of circumstance beyond your control. You may think one way, another, you may put a circumstance in different frameworks. But if you feel Parama Purusha is always with you, is the guiding light of your life, is always there just around you, within you, then you know that Lord is creating all that is. This whole creation is the creation of the divine happening within the preview of the cosmic entity. As your life and your existence is in the preview of that cosmic entity, there is no separation. So when you begin to perceive this, you begin to perceive that cosmic entity is moving through all creation, and your mind becomes attuned to that movement. Then you can see the movement of the divine in the cosmos and in your own life. And you realize you are like the small child sheltered in the arms of the mother. You are sheltered in the arms of the divine. That one is providing you protection and grace. For you are, in your essence, the child of the Supreme. You are of the same substance. There is no separate you, no separate person. Lord is in your heart. Lord is all around you. Lord is everywhere. That grace is guiding you, showering upon you. And for the sadhaka whose heart and mind are dedicated to the Supreme, this is always the case. For those whose minds are somewhat more material, they fail to see this divine grace. And so then, for them, it becomes their karma, or the life has done to them. They feel like a helpless victim when things go wrong. And when they go right, they feel, I'm so great. And their ego becomes puffed up because they do not see the hand of Parama Purusha, because they are spiritually blinded. They're blinders on. But when you take off the blinders, then you see you are in the hands of the God and the Divine One, the Baba, the Ma. The Divine One is holding you, is always with you, guiding you, and everything that happens is grace. be it difficult or easy. It is all happening within the presence and preview of the Supreme Entity. There is no separation. This, this is the truth. Even the cat jumping on the teacup, divine entity is there in the form of cat, in the form of teacup. Divine is all around you and within your own heart. And if you look really deeply, who are you? This separate Govinda, Girisha, Saraswati Ma, who are you? Who are you really? Is there a separate you? Is your feeling, you point to yourself and say, me? Who is me? Who is that me? Are you really separate? How many entities are in this universe? There is one and one only. And within the one abide the multitudes. The cat has struggled for years to be with me. So there is in the cat, in you, in this girl, in this flow, in each of you, there is only one infinite, eternal being, manifest in the dance of creation, in all the colors and forms of this world. But where do you identify your existence? That is the question. It is not a matter of when and where. It's a matter of who are you, really. Let yourself sink into your immortal nature. Let yourself sink into your Baba. Let yourself sink into the truth of your own existence. Then, indeed, it is the guiding force of the Lord, which is creating your very existence and playing out the dance of manifestation in your form. So there is none but Lord guiding you, teaching you the ways of love, of true being, of infinite, eternal existence. The immortal self is the true self of yourself, the true doer of all deeds, the creator, the preserver, and the dissolver of all forms. That one is just there with you always, the self of yourself. And if you want to know that one, just go into that me, that person that is you, and see Lord abides deep inside there. There is none other. He is always with you. Really, truly, it is not just an expression or a cajoling. It's true. Live with this knowledge and find your haven in the storms of life. All right? Namaskar.